Hey, hey. Hope you guys are doing good. While you guys are entering into the room, I'm going to make myself a tea. I know it's going to be a while before anyone arrives. It's been quite some time since I've been live, so I'm more than positive it's going to be a very low showing, but at least I'm back and I got camera set up finally, the room set up, and we can finally hang out. So I'm going to go ahead and start my tea and wait for you guys to come in the room. Don't forget to say hey, put it all in caps so I know you're here. I'll check the computer here in a minute. What I plan on doing tonight for maybe an hour or so is my goal. I do need to cut some stock, so I figured we can cut some stock. If you are interested in seeing anything, just let me know. I can always pull something from the shelf and take my time to show you here on camera. And then I figured I got my list here. Let's see here. Figured we could talk about Highway Kitty. For those who want to update on the Highway Kitty, hey Patty, how you doing? So I figured tonight I'll also talk about the Highway Kitty and her new home. What else do I have here? I don't know. Pretty much I'm going to say viewer's choice. So whatever you guys like I said, I'll be on for about an hour, maybe a little longer. Let's see how it goes. I hope in that hour I can cut some stock. If you guys are okay with me doing some work as we're chatting, that'd be awesome. Hey Kay, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. I feel loved. I'm going to make tea if you guys are okay with that. Honestly, if it was my choice, I would want something a little bit more stronger than that. But let's be wise, right? Let's be wise. Don't forget to, guys, thumbs up this live. It does help. And if you're not a follower, don't forget to follow, subscribe, and follow. Hit the notification bells. Hey, Maddie, how you doing? It's been quite some time, right, Maddie? Yes. Now, Maddie, for those who are watching us now, or if you're watching this playback later, Madeline and Kay, Patty, I don't know. Yeah, you have a shop too. You guys, if you guys get a chance, share your links here so that those who are viewing us now and later know who you are. But I do know that Madeline, I think you just posted, Maddie, that she has a live sale coming up here soon. Feel free to post that too, Maddie, so the viewers know. Maddie's lately just been getting into live sales, guys. Oh no, another live sales person, but she's pretty good. One thing I love about Maddie is that she's fast and quick. She just gets through it. She doesn't spend forever on an item and or ever talk about politics. What not to do, Maddie. Heads up. All right, who else is in the room here? Oh, oh goodness, we got a lot of fun people. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna make me want to cry. It's been so long. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. All right, beats are going a little faster than I thought. And I got this really bright light in my eyes. Can you guys see? It's shining right at me. But hey, it makes me bright and beautiful. All right, so it looks like, yeah, again, guys, share your links and let me know if those links don't submit. If not, I'll make someone an admin. It's been a while. So Jules Journals is here as well. This is Julie. She's also got an Etsy shop, and she does personalized like t-shirts and mugs as well. She's got more than one Etsy shop. Again, guys, share your links, please. Feel free. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. We're sharing each other. So no problem, Maddie. Yeah, so Maddie is selling, I don't know, she usually sells books, everything us junk journalers love. I say us junk journalers as if I've been journaling lately. You know, the majority of the viewers here, journalers, crafters. She sells those vintage items and some new items that you guys absolutely love, and her prices are amazing. Oh, Jennifer's here. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Again, that bright light. See the difference? Look at, if I didn't have that light, it'd be so dark in here. Ta-da! I'm an angel. Ta-da! It's dark. Hey, it does the job. I just need to step back from that thing. Whew. There's got to be a better way. Yeah, so then we have Kay, Art in the City. She sells Avon, which I was just talking to Kay about 5 minutes ago, just before I hit live. Kay is always here. Let me see. So Kay is definitely my Avon lady. I do like some things at Avon, not a whole lot. I like the Skin So Soft, of course, but I always get this, and if you guys can see it. Oh, I don't know if the bright lights are going to show. I'm going to show this. Kay, feel free to share the link to your Avon link or what this product is. This stuff is awesome. I don't know, I'm getting off into left field here, but I'll be very quick. It's almost like I'm selling it for her. I go through this like crazy. Living here in Florida, hydration is like huge. And it's like intensive healing repair without feeling that waxy feeling. I hate that waxy feeling. All right, what am I missing? Yeah, so Jules Journals, Kay, who else do I have here? Those guys I've known for the past 12 years. When, if you guys remember, Live started, it seems like that's when live sales started from like the basement of my dungeon of a house. Oh Lord, but it was fun times. All right, you guys doing those links, don't forget to fill those links out. If you're just lurking, at least thumbs up. If you feel like it, of course, subscribe if you haven't. That'd be awesome. So those who are filing in, I'm going to repeat myself. Playback people, you already heard this, so you might want to plug your ears. But tonight, my goal is to spend a good hour or so. Let's play it by ear. My main thing is I'm thinking viewer's choice. If you guys want me to pull something and show you, I can. If you have questions, that's great. I do want to talk about the highway kitten. I haven't had a chance to post about that. You guys have been super happy about that kitty, and I have good news for you guys. So I'm super excited about that. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, the newly listed item of today. It's been forever since I listed anything, but I did list one item today. After doing all that yard work, man. Florida here, it is humid time. So it is like, I think people ask, how do you stay fit? Well, I think it's all that sweat I trench my body from the Florida heat. I'm telling you, Florida. But I wouldn't change it for anything. I love Florida. And yeah, so requests for show and tell, whatever you guys think is best. But while you guys are chatting and talking, yeah, right, man, I need those wallpaper packs. Those things have been in the making for quite some time. I just pulled the bin and like, let's just list it, Salena. Sitting in this cabinet forever is not going to help it, or you guys getting the product. If I get a chance, by next time I go live, I have 2 or 3 more cameras to set up. One that's a mobile camera to where I can take you guys around the room without moving any other cameras. So I can switch different modes. That's my goal. Because I want to be able to open these cabinets and show you guys some really cool stuff that's in the making as well and how I do it. So Julie, since I have you here, kind of question, your shop, how has your Etsy shop been doing? And I'm not sure, did Patty, did you say, Patty, you do have a shop? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, and I hope you're not offended, but I know you do. I'm more than positive Patty has a shop. If you get a chance, Patty, share that link. But how are you guys doing on your Etsy shops? I mean, I'll chat a little bit about it. I'm gonna honestly keep this subject line very short and positive. I'll give you the positive news. I won't spend much of anything of my energy on anything other than that, but I will give you my honest opinion on how I feel. Pretty good for you lately. Awesome. Has anything changed for any of you Etsy shop owners from June of last year when they started the AI system? Just kind of curious. And I'm sorry if I'm boring some of you guys. Let me know if you guys want me to move on. I'll move on to a different subject. But I know I have a lot of fellow Etsy shop owners here, guys. So those who are viewing this now or later, don't forget to click on their name. At the top there, you guys, now or later, you can click on, they have like their name at the top. And you can go to their channel, not only subscribe to them, but you guys also can obtain the information of their shops. And you can kind of see what they do. Matter of fact, if you're not an Etsy shop owner and you want to be one day, I do know, I think a few of you guys, don't you guys have, if you click on your listing information, you guys do offer free listings if you click on that link. I don't have that. Maybe one day I'll put that down below, but it's one less thing I haven't done yet. Maybe one day. But all in all, view their channels, guys. View their sites. They have amazing stuff. Beautiful, talented people. Jennifer, shopping on Etsy right now. Speaking of shopping on Etsy, since I told you we'll talk about Etsy, one quick moment is the reason why I asked you fellow Etsy shop owners. I did enter into one of their, you know, sometimes they have like the updates, like join YouTube Live Etsy, and let's talk about Etsy's progress and Etsy whatever. So I thought I'd take time one day, and I was working, of course, but listening to the live, and I was interacting in the live. I would comment and I would welcome people just like I'm doing now, but I would do it in that Etsy live. because it's not only being proper and nice, but it also is getting you out there as well. So if you're an Etsy shop and you haven't done that, that is one positive way to get your name out there and other people see you as well. But I do that whenever they go live. But the positive thing of that, they did give me $100 gift card. I guess I was entering to the chat, talking and saying hi and hello, and they gave me $100 gift card. And I think by paying it forward, I think I might either do a video here soon where I'm going to take that $100 gift card, that's an Etsy gift card, and then maybe you guys can help join me as I shop fellow Etsy shops, and we'll buy some stuff and we'll give it all away. I think, hey, it was free to me, gift to me. I can maybe pay it forward, and we can maybe help a fellow Etsy shop. All right, so Patty says, no worries, Pumpkin. It's such a, oh goodness, I got to get past this bright light so I can read what you said. No worries. You're not a dinosaur in technology. No, no, no. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, so guys, we have Kathy Cowell. You guys, those who follow me, know who Kathy is. We love Kathy. Who doesn't love Kathy, right? Of course, we love everyone else in the room, so don't get all jealous, peeps. But no, Kathy's got that good old Southern voice, and she's like the mom that you just want to sit and hang with. So Kathy's here. I'm trying to convince her, please, Kathy, to do another live. My next goal is slow stitching. I can grab some of her items. You know, Kathy, it's a great idea. Those, if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments to see some of Kathy's slow stitching that I have here. That is so cool, Kathy. If you're okay with me sharing, I'm going to share it. Jewel said, now guys, if you think I've missed what something you said, put it all in caps when you type, so I know I can kind of see it better. This bright light, at least I can see it in caps, kind of thing. So bear with me. I definitely think I'm going to have to get my other monitor forward so I can read without that killing me. So, all right, let's see here. So if I miss anything, repeat what you said and put it in caps, if you don't mind, please, and thank you. Oh, yes, Julie, no problem. Let's see here. What have I missed? Oh, girl, I don't think. Now, Madeline says she's still smaller but mighty shop, and it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, I don't think it matters if you're small or mighty. I mean, you're a shop, you're a business. And so regardless, my question about Etsy is, how are your sales been? I know that since June of last year, the AI system, they changed the whole process and how things are done. The original old days is the more sales you made, you were a top seller and you always were on the top ranking search engine. And that's how I've always got ahead, because I would sell a lot. I do a lot of live sales. I would do sales and I would just bomb it, guys. And Etsy was just rocking. But with the AI systems changed, with clicks and feeds, they kind of did like that factory reset on like a start beginner shop again. And it did put a lot of my things on halt, which is okay. I followed through Etsy's changes throughout the years. I understand. I just have to learn the difference and the changes. I know that, oh goodness, my mind just went blank. Who said I'm just a dinosaur? That was Patty. Now, Patty, that's the same thing with Etsy's changes. Like, it's a constant change. So you have to kind of like change your mindset and just go towards the changes and learn. Sometimes we can get stuck with, oh, we don't know because we're a dinosaur, but you have to try to stop, figure it out, and then trudge forward. It's so hard. I mean, because I like, if something's not like broke, why fix it kind of logic in my brain. But there's a reason why Etsy did it. And obviously I was booming it, but there was probably other people who weren't. And I can understand now they're doing it to give the equal opportunity for all. I understand. So yeah, you may be small, Maddie, but you're big in so many other ways. So you'll be booming regardless. Your character and your personality and your genuineness, you're going to be just fine. All right, again, put it in caps if I didn't see it. Yeah, Jewel, I think it's great. I think like anything new, it's good in some things and bad in some things. I think it's going to take AI systems some time to adjust a lot of things. Oh, it's Angie. Hey, Angie. How you doing? Angie, we've known Angie since, gosh, 12 plus years as well. All right, we have Candy Burn Swag. That's another oldie we've had known for years, guys. She's not an Etsy shop, but she's an amazing follower and a good dear friend. I love it, Patty, you're calling me pumpkin. I haven't heard that in a long time. Yes, thank you, Kathy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bells. I hope you're doing good, Angie. All right, so we have Sue. She is an amazing artist. Those who guys like fiber arts, she makes those. You guys are probably wanting me to talk about what I got to show here, but I really want to give the highlights to our viewers here because there's a lot of good, talented people here. Sue, guys, if you want to click on Unique Fibers Arts by Sue, that woman is amazing as well and talented. She does not only junk journaling, but she more tends to go towards the fiber arts, like making those rope bowls. She does a lot of the repurposing and upcycling, say blue jeans and bags, and does the patches, and too cute. And she loves cats, so you know I love her. Well, she's an animal lover regardless. Cats, dogs, I don't care. So she's amazing. Don't forget, guys, to click on her name, and you can follow her as well here on YouTube and check and see what she does. She does a lot of local vendor markets more than anything. Yes, I agree, Jennifer. Kathy, I didn't hear her respond. Let's all root for Kathy. Please, Kathy, let's do a live. I'm going to go get some of her slow stitch journals here in a minute, guys. She's got that, like, calming voice. I'm a very, as you know already, I'm a very hyper person. So it's like I have a tendency to, I get excited and then I like spaz out. I have to have my lists and to keep me in check, or I will be in every direction. I'm like that, you know, cat with a ball kind of thing. It's like, or the dog with a ball, where it's like, oh, there's a ball, you know, like, and I'll be in every direction where that ball is. I see all you awesome people, and it's been a while, so I want to at least shout you out before I get crazy busy. Just doing okay. Okay, Angie, I see. Well, I hope tomorrow's lease is a better day. Yes, Calico Cake. Kathy is the one we've been talking about slow stitching. Yeah, so Maddie she's been getting a lot of really amazing things, and I hope you guys join her live. Yes. Oh, I see. I finally see in caps that she said she'll do a live. All right. Now I just got to pin down Kathy when you can and when you will, and if you're feeling good to do so. And it will be short. I remember last time we had Kathy on, I had her on way too long, and she was just really feeling terrible. So, yeah. So let me go grab that for her so you can show you guys some of her things. She has a YouTube channel. She doesn't have an Etsy shop, but she does do a lot of her crafting in her shop upstairs that she has at her place, and you gotta listen to her voice. All right, let's see. All right, I guess I can move the camera down here a little bit and I can show you guys some of her beautiful things. I would like to go live with Kathy because I wanted to just do some things on slow stitching. I'm gonna have to move some things that are on my table, but first you guys chat amongst yourself because I'm gonna make myself some tea here in a minute. Angie, the age of my aunt, but I would be okay. Oh, Ange, can I give you like a little hug here? An awkward hug, a virtual hug. Oh, Angie. Well, you're here, and I'm glad you're here, and you're thriving. So, all right, I'm gonna make a coffee. Yeah, wait to see these covers, guys. Matter of fact, before I do make coffee, I mean tea. I want a coffee really bad, but I know you don't want to see me super hyper. I'm gonna put the camera down, and then I'm gonna clear my table some. And you guys can look at these beautiful things that are Kathy's. Hang on, let me move this. I've been working on wallpaper stuff, and I've made a mess. Let me move this. And then show you guys. We can go back to that later. All right, make that a mess. Let's move this camera down. All right. All right. Got a wobbly thing going on here. Imagine I can zoom in a little. Let's see what I can do here for you guys. All right. Throw that there for now. And I'll show you guys here in a minute. So I'm going to lay them out to show you guys. And then here we go. And I'll talk a little bit about her slow stitching. And I'm going to make some tea as well. Aren't those beautiful, guys? Aren't those beautiful? All right, did I miss something on Angie? A loss? I don't know if I read that. Oh, pass away is what you meant. Oh, so today reminds you of then. Oh, girl. Well, at least you're in a group to where we all can maybe give you some love and support to where it can help get your mind on positive things and maybe think of the positive things of her as well. Yes, right, Maddie? Look at this. It's just crazy. Yeah, awesome. Now, she given me these. I couldn't believe it. But I think when we go live with Kathy, I think we're going to pay it forward. I do know that there's one person that wants to purchase. So I'm going to see if Kathy's okay with that first. But look at these stunning, beautiful things that she put together. Some yo-yos. Look at all that hard work. And this here is like this, but it looks like it folds. This is the inside. Of course, you can do some signatures. You can do fabric signatures. So our next live is going to be just hand stitching. She's going to show you some techniques she does. I'm gonna actually put product aside and try it myself. So I do know how to do stitch work. It's been years, but it'd be fun. Now, if there's anyone interested who wants to be part of that live, who also does slow stitching, or hey, I know that Sue, you like to do a lot of those patchwork and stuff. If you want to be part of that live, I can have you join in as well if you want to, and we can see what you do and how you do your work with your bags and your patches and stuff like that. I think it'd be cool to bring on a couple things, and people can get a variety of ideas and know something new. I know sometimes doing this is kind of nerve-wracking because sometimes it's like, I don't know how to do that. But look at this. Look at all the details she puts in it. If those of you have not seen Kathy's work, she does like storybooks, but she does them all in pages of fabrics. Oh, look at this cute thing. Oh, there's more than one. I didn't realize those were in there. Look at that. Bible covers. Yeah, Angie, that's a good idea. I know Kay, Art in the City, she's really big about Bible reading as well. Scriptures and stuff like that. I normally don't do talk about religious stuff as much because sometimes it offends somebody. I know Kay's like, who cares what people think? And I totally agree. But also I got to be cautious and be respectful of all people's views and insights. So Art's awesome. So yeah, I think we'll do a couple of giveaways on when we do the slow stitch type of live. But also, I know a couple of these I was going to sell, and this is what Kathy, I didn't tell Kathy. I talked to her husband. He's the one who dropped them off to me. She was out of town when I got some of these things. And I told him, but I wanted to give her the proceeds because this is all her hard work. Okay, this is an example of one of her books, unfinished, but it's an idea. So what she did was she created these signatures. Look at this. And they're just fabric signatures. And she's like, almost reminds me like a belly band. I'm not sure, Kathy, let us know what you would put in between. But I imagine you can do fabric pages and do your stitch work on it. Look at this. How freaking darling is that? Look at all that work. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like, what's her mind, you know, when she's doing this? How do you, what amazes me is that how do you come up with how you do this? How do you layer it? You know, like my mind, I like things even. So I would not have thought to cluster these pieces and stitch them on. Aren't they just beautiful? Doesn't it make you want to create these as well? I know it inspires me and intrigues me. It's going to push me past my comfort zone a little bit. But Kathy, she makes it seem so easy. So all she did, these are just fabric pieces, a little bit of batting in some of these. And look at, she didn't finish these pages, but look at, it's just a bright blue piece and a bright orange piece from Vintage Pieces. And she just kind of just tacked them on there. No rhyme, no reason. Yeah, See, Kathy? Kathy's got a big giving heart. She forgot she had given these to me. Yeah, it's just amazing. This one here, I would have to say, is my all-time favorite. There's just something so darling. And maybe it's just that little girl there on the front that just is just too precious, right? Yeah, I just absolutely love it. Now, again, if I didn't read something you put in comments, just let me know. I have one more here to show you guys, and then I'm going to make a tea. Ah, I've been meaning to make myself a tea quite some time. Okay, did I miss anybody's comments? I'm going to look through. Yeah, I think Sue, it's kind of no different than how you do your patchwork and jeans and stuff. Don't you agree, Candy? She's just talented. She's talented in a lot of things. She makes all kinds of things for her grandkids and her family. I mean, she has the same, oh, here it is. She has the same love I have for quilts and fabrics and textiles and bits and bobs and pieces and snippets. I mean, I think she's like-minded to all of us. Look at that. Look at that stitch work right there. It says hope. And she just kind of just put these different clusters and coin dots, buttons, snippets. Look at, she did this beadwork. Look at that beadwork with the stitches and beading. Yeah, it looks like that's wool, like a coin dot. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I just love every bit of it. And it says love. Isn't that cute? It's almost like you could frame that. She's just beautifully talented. So yes, that is the goal. And I figured I'm going to put together some packs for those who want to follow along. And say you don't have these kind of items, I figured when I do the live, I'm going to pre-have packs for you guys, for those who want to pre-get these packs of things just like this into a cool little box with everything you need, from the needles to the buttons to everything. To, if you want to follow along, you can. I'll make sure I do that quite some time in advance so you can follow along and be part of it. I'm sure a lot of you guys have this in your Crafty stash. I'm sure of it. And if not, for those who don't, like for instance, some people don't have a seed bead needle or a beading needle, or, you know, I'll make sure I put one in there. Yeah, definitely. I think it's just really cute, and I think it'd be fun to work on it and play with it, and I think it's just adorable. Thank you guys for loving her. She's an amazing woman. I can't wait to have her on. Like I said before, I'm going to move the camera up. Like I said before, if those who want to, and you know, like for instance, Sue or Kay, if you guys have projects that you guys are doing, sorry, I can't wait to have my other camera system so I don't have to ever change these ever again. We're so close to doing that. Oh, I know it's the problem. I'm so zoomed in. I'm like, why is it so close? Way too close. But there is, say if you, here we go, let's zoom out of this, man. That's, whoo, baby, way too close for my comfort. There, hello. You guys can see all the imperfections. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I agree. Just beautiful, right, guys? Making you blush. No, Kathy, it's not about blushing. And I don't want anyone to feel jealous that I'm giving her so much attention, but I just know that slow stitching has been a really new thing trending, especially you guys fellow Etsy shop owners right now. Just heads up, if you want, there's one thing is trending, it is slow stitching. But it's something that'd be fun to get into, and I know I want to learn and understand, because when I learn and understand, it also helps my customers, because I'm able to find these products and put together these things so that I can help the customer base that I'm trying to help with all these fibers, textiles, things like that. So I'm willing to learn just for that as well. So yes, I know Kay's on like a break for that, journaling. What imperfections? Jennifer, don't make me jump on this table. Give my face in that camera. Now you're gonna get me red. All right, so you guys think about what you guys want, questions. If you want me to pull any stock, show you anything. If not, you just want to chit chat as I'm cutting stocks. I do have here, I'll show you what I need to work on. There's so much I can show you, but one thing I know I have to do that I have to get done tonight, 'cause I'm going to be working to about midnight tonight. Yeah, there's no days off for me. It seems like I work nights a lot of times because daytimes here are so hot, and then I get a lot of my outdoor projects done during the day, and then nighttime I can get a lot of my Etsy shop work done because it's so quiet. You know, there's no one messaging and there's no one stopping me. So I'll be working on this. I'm gonna go grab it, and then again, like I've been saying a million trillion times, I'm gonna make myself a tea. Yeah, I'll show you. Oh, I need to get through this. So this here is some scraps that are trims from saris that I need to turn into 6-inch packs. I have the 6-inch 25 pack section. So can you see that's a tongue twister? Oh my gosh. So I have in the shop 6-inch and 12-inch packs of trims, sari trims that are a 25 pack that there's no duplicates. So I'm low on the 6-inch packs. So I need to cut those tonight. So I figured later on, after we're done chit-chatting and what have you, I'm going to have the camera down and you guys can see how I do it. And then maybe see how a pack's going to look. But the packs change out so much because there's so many. I mean, there's just so many. It's just crazy. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen the same kind of trim twice. So yes, yes, I make my tea. I know, Maddie. You're like, Salena, focus. Try focusing. I look at the piles all around me because I got silk pile that needs to be done tonight. I got lace snippets over there in the corner. Oh, Lord. But we'll get it. All right, so think about what you guys want to chat about and see, and I will grab and show and tell, because I think this is pretty much a viewer's choice. I really just want to say hi and hello and talk to you guys. I feel like so much has changed. I do know when I'm cutting, I want to talk about, and as I'm making tea, I want to talk about the Highway Kitten. So I figured I'll bring my tea cart over. Yes, I got a tea cart. Well, I wonder if I can plug it in over there. Yeah, shit. I'll show you what I do. I usually have this tea cart in there. Doing like computer work. But okay, so I have this cart. No making fun of me. So I have this cart, and then I have this handy dandy, because I don't have a sink in here yet. I'm going to have a sink soon. I have the refrigerator and everything else, but for those who are tea drinkers or who like hot water or like to warm up anything hot, like milk, whatever, I take this everywhere I go. I travel with me. It's broken down right now. It kind of lays flat. It's a kettle. It's a hot kettle. It's called a Brentwood kettle. Amazon. I'll get the link for you guys. So it pops up like this. Oh, you see into a tea kettle, and then the handle comes down like yay, and I got a kettle. And then when I put water in this thing heats up like less than 2 minutes. It's boiling hot. It's crazy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this cart goes over. This cart is my cart for, gosh, guys, I'm going to tell you about it as I make my tea. So it plugs in, here. It has this one button. It's an on button, and that's it. And 2 minutes later, whoo, the lighting went crazy. 2 minutes later, I have hot water. So yeah, so I usually keep water in my cart. Hey, it saves me from running into the house, and then I don't have to run back and forth, back and forth. Let me get some water. All right. And then I need to run out there and get my kettle case. All right, so keep thinking, guys. Let me go get this heated up. Cart for here. All right. All right, let's see if I missed anything. Electric kettle, yes. I'm telling you, the electric kettle has saved me many times. I wish when I had an infant, when I had my infant, if I had that to heat up their milk. You know, it also charges inside your car, you know. I mean, that thing, I'm serious. You know, you have a crying baby and you're formula fed feeding your baby. it's like, you know, you only got so much time and you're trying to hurry to get that milk warmed up in the microwave. You know, I remember. But this, it's like, bam, hot, within like less than a minute, seems like. I'm a Vanna White. Over here. Oh, I guess I can get you guys that link. I need to, I noticed my cart didn't have my tea kettle that I see when I make the hot water, moves over there. When I make the hot water, I pour it into this kettle, then I put my tea bag in it. And so I don't have to keep refilling my cup all the time. It will be all made into this kettle. I'll show you in a minute. I washed it and I put it over there. I go grab it. All right, let me get that link, at least Amazon. If anyone's interested in this kettle, it's really cool. I've had it for years. Again, like I said, I travel to an airport and everything. Here you guys go. So when I want tea, there's the kettle tea, guys. All right, what did I miss? And I'll go get my thing, Van away. Oh, I didn't know that. I drink a lot of teas. I do like hot cocoa a lot. I do like honey sticks, but I ran out of them. I need to get some. That's for sure. Yeah, so there's the link to the kettle, guys. It's amazing. Hey, Angie, glad you're here. Maybe have some tea too. So today, I've been addicted to this, and then I need to get my kettle thing. My it's called Positive Energy. Not just because I love what it says, but I love the orange taste. So I love orangey, orange peel. I guess it does help focus on, you know, the your energy levels. It's just what I need. Add to my energy level. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a good question. Is Angie making yo-yos? I would love to, Angie, one day know your story on that. One day, maybe you'll tell me. Yeah. I have to check that out, Maddie. Definitely. All right. Well, that's going pretty much boiling, guys, already. I don't know if you guys can see it from here. It's pretty much boiling. It's crazy boiling right now. It's hot. And how long was that? Oh, me talking, it seems less than a minute, but maybe it's been longer. Yeah, so let me go get that thing into the shop over there, and I'll be right back. Yes, for sure. That thing, love it. Hang on, let me go grab my little kettle thing. Oh, how funny. I'm a person who has a really bad problem not putting things back where I, you know, found them. And I have a feeling I put it back where it's supposed to be. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, if it's in the house, we'll have to do one cup at a time. So hopefully it's over here. All right, let's see here. Oh, man. That's okay. We'll just do one cup at a time. Just what I didn't want to do. It seems like since the last time I was sick, I'm having the hardest time, the congestion, getting over whatever I had that last time. I don't know what it was. It's just, it's like I can't seem to kick it. Can't kick it at all. How are you guys? I know Candy here, who's in the room, Burnswag, she goes on name Burnswag, but she's been struggling with it too. And it's been, you know, I don't know. It's like the cold that just doesn't go away. I feel like I'm always congested, or I'm like, you wake up with those huge puffy eyes. Yeah, I've been just trying to. Okay, so I also use this. If I don't have honey, I use this. Anyone use this? It's called organic brown coconut sugar. Ooh, my lighting does weird things when I go close. So looks like Kay is creating a mess currently. What? What are you ladies creating? Oh, she's asking a question. Right now I'm creating a mess with some brown sugar. All right. Oh, finally. You know, I've been wanting this tea for like hours, and I keep running around trying to get things ready for live. I'm like, oh, do the tea. I'm like, over there, over there, over there. I'm like, oh, don't forget my tea. And then I'm over there and over there. Okay, so there's Angie's story, because Angie, I guess, used to make yo-yos. Those of you guys who know, I've been selling a lot of the vintage yo-yos. I got some big 2-inch yo-yos in. I haven't posted yet. I've been yo-yo crazy lately. Okay, I'm gonna shut up for a second, because I've been waiting for this for hours. And I can read Angie's thing. Selling more, and I made over 4,000 of them. Dear God, your fingers have to be like, you're the yo-yo queen. Yeah, those who know, making yo-yos, it's simple. But yeah, if you're making 4,000 of them, bless your heart. No, ain't happening. I'd rather rip them and sell them than make them. You guys know, call me the ripping queen. I rip and cut things for you guys all the time. Wow. Well, maybe Angie, have you ever been on a live, like actually show what you do on a live? Because I think it'd be really cool, Angie, if I can get you on a live and you can show us how you make them, just for fun. It's up to you if you want to sell them. I mean, you don't have to, but it'd be fun to see you make them. Anyone else ever made yo-yos? Well, Angie, maybe we should talk. I can get you on maybe the day with oh my lord, with Kathy Cowell for slow stitching, because we're gonna have yo-yos on that live as well. How cool! That'd be fun. All right, got my tea. Check. All right, so is there anything anyone wants to ask about stock? I'm here. If not, I'm going to go on to the Highway Kitten story for those who want to know about the Highway Kitten. And is there anyone who doesn't know the story of the Highway Kitten? Comment down below so I know. Because then I'll start from the beginning if you guys like. I can start the story of the kitten from the beginning. I can give you guys the good news. Since we're talking about yo-yos, that kitten loves our yo-yos. Yes, I agree, Sue. Sometimes it's so much easier to just buy them because it's just how inexpensive they are, even for the vintage ones that are already made for you. It's like, why make them? I mean, me, my poor fingers, I'm going to go get my basket. I had my basket over there. I literally rip those quilts every day when I get orders in, instead of just constantly ripping them. And when I get an order in, I'll rip some. If those who don't understand what I mean by ripping yo-yos, I can show you. Yeah, I agree, Jennifer. I think it'd be fun. I mean, I know how to make them, but I don't prefer to. So it's just it's hard for me to take the time to sit and do it. Hey, it takes hard for me to have a tea without running around. All right, so Candy wants to see quilt packs. Like what quilt packs? Because most of them are pre-packaged already, like sealed up. I mean, I could open one up, but they're already, what you see is what you get. Is there one that you see in the shop that you like that I can open up for you? I can do that as well. But I can show you what I mean by ripping yo-yos. And anyone interested in the kitty cat story? Because if so, I'll tell it. Okay, so here's my cute little basket. While we're waiting to see what people are wanting to do, I can bring it down some. All right, tea out of the way. All right, so this cute basket, I have this string, and the kitten would just play with that and then still yo-yos on my basket. It looks like I have one order that I need to rip for today. So I take the leftover scrap I have of some of the yo-yo quilt. I have a ton of scrap left over. And what I mean by ripping is I have a seam ripper. And then I take this beautiful thing that someone had hand stitched together, and I ever so gently rip them out to be individual yo-yos. Ta-da! Hence ripping yo-yos. It takes frickin' forever, but I usually watch my favorite channel or listen to my favorite audiobook, and I just kind of go with it. You know, I just rip as I go. I guess once you get one string, the rest is quite easy. You just kind of just go with the string all the way down, open, string, open, and you just constantly do that. I do it for you, for those who like to buy these yo-yos. It's a lot of work, but I'll do it. It's no problem. And the cool thing is being that they are vintage feedback. I mean, that's a bonus as well. So that's a bonus as well. I'll have a seat and chat with you guys. And have my tea. Sit for a minute, because I deserve it. All right, what am I missing? All right, Highway Kitty. All right, I'm glad someone wants to hear the story. Does anyone here don't know the story about Highway Kitty? If not, I will tell the story. It's actually rather quite easy. I can show you guys here in a minute. The story, it's really quick and easy. So there goes the tea kettle. I have to move the cart and then bam, there goes the kettle. Be fine. Move the cart. I just wanted to bring it closer in case I need it. I need a towel, wipe that up. All right, tell you about the kitty. Yeah, so Kathy Cowell has a granddaughter named Emerson who loves to rip things, like say seams from things and undo things. And so she keeps telling me that she's going to send her granddaughter over here to do all the ripping for me. I have some child labor going on. What not to do, right? All right, so I'm going to still a camp quilt and wipe up my mess here. All right. My kettle fell, and I'm going to go ahead and lay this right here. At least it's water. Thank God. I had to move my kettle. Usually I put it right over here. Made a water mess, man. There goes my water. Okay, Highway Kitten. Let's get with it here. Okay, for those who know, I found a kitten in the middle of the highway. No one was stopping. She was dragging her back legs. She was about a little bitty thing, could barely fit in two of my hands. So usually I've been posting in the Facebook group about the kitten. We did do a poll on names, and looked like Yo-Yo was the winner name for the poll. A lot of you guys are rooting for me to keep the kitten, but it didn't happen that way. I just knew I wasn't. I mean, I love the kitten. She's sweet as peas, the most loving cat ever. But so long story short, my neighbor down the road, which is my husband's best friend who moved here a year ago, his name is Tom. He is in his 70s. He had just lost his wife and his son all in the same year. They were his life. They were his everything. Matter of fact, yesterday, day before yesterday, he invited us over for dinner. Like literally, he's right down the road on the same road. You know, he invited us over for dinner, and he tells us that the day before yesterday was their 50th anniversary. He was just so sad, you know, and how sad is that, right? Well, he's been sad for a really long time, understandably, right? He kind of bitter. He didn't want animals. He didn't want anybody to come over, you know, kind of thing. And so one day I was like, hey, Tom, why don't you come over to the shop and come sit and hang out with this kitten? And he's like, no, 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 no. Because I've always been telling him I want to at least help him get an animal, because everybody needs something to love, right? I understand you want to be alone, but an empty house all the time. He's been married all his life to the same woman for nearly 50 years. And she suddenly just passed, and I won't go into the details. And then her son just shortly after her. And so he came over, and he was like, she's cool, you know, I like her. And then he'd come over with toys, and I'd be working, and he kept calling her baby girl. He goes, here, baby girl. And he would call her all the time, come here, baby girl, come here, baby girl. And I'm like, Tom, I said, you know, are you sure you don't want to try having the kitten. You know, I'm like, I'm right down the road. If there's something that happens, just let me know. You know, he's like, no, I don't want no kitten. I don't want anything. I go, why not, Tom? He goes, and he's not a serious person. He's not one to talk about his emotions or his heart. He goes, I'm afraid to love something and it's going to die. I'm like, oh, Tom, you know, like, don't, you know, like, I'll be here. If anything happens, you won't be alone. You know, he was afraid to just love again. And so one day I'm working and I get a text on my phone and it's Tom. He goes, is there a return policy on this kitten? He didn't even have the cat yet. He was testing the waters to see if the cat doesn't work for him, would I be willing to take the cat back? And I'm like, I don't think there's a return policy, but I'll be here for you if needed. I mean, of course, if it doesn't work, I'll take the cat back. And so one day out of the blue, he's like, okay, I'm ready. You know, he was more than ready because when I went to his place, he had litter box, toys, he had everything. He even bought the litter thing that's an automated cleaner for your litter. He was more than ready. He just didn't tell me. He was super excited about this kitty coming over, you know, like he was super, super excited. So I'd taken her to his house. He had everything set up and ready. Bless his heart, I get texts every day of this kitty cat. You know, of course, she was scared of him at first, but day 3, I get text after text. Look at this, look at that. She's sleeping in my arms, you know. So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow probably I'll do a post in the Facebook group, and I'll post pictures of Tom and Highway Kitty, which I think he's naming her Baby Girl, because every time I hear him, it's like Baby Girl this and Baby Girl that. And so yeah, so that's the story. So Highway Kitten, aka Baby Girl, not the name we thought of, it has a new home, and she's been there for about a week. Right? So now he's got something to love. And seriously, we were over there the day for yesterday for dinner, and all we all did was just love on that kitten. The entertainment of the night is that kitten. I mean, she's totally a princess. He even bought the thing in the window for her to sit in to watch the birds. He even put bird feeders outside the window so she can watch the birds. Yeah. He's even thinking about screening in his front porch so when he's out on the porch, she could come out with him. So yeah, so the story is, even though this Highway Kitten had the most worst beginning, she now has someone like Tom who's had the worst nearly ending. They both provide something they both need: love. You know, we all need love, right? Regardless how much we don't want it because we're fearful or whatever the reason is. Yeah, that little kitten found her way in Mr. Tom's life. So, yes, I agree, Jennifer. Everything like that happens for a reason. Well, there's the Highway Kitten story, guys. Who would have thought, right? Me running out in the middle of the highway, stopping traffic for a kitten. Like I have more things to do. No, it was worth every bit of it. I mean, was it hard having her in the shop here? Yeah, because I was trying to keep her out of things and just, it was tough. But hey, it was worth every bit of it for Tom, right? All right, so that's the Highway Kitten. What else do I have on my list? I think it's pretty much everything else is just up to you guys, really. Seriously. I'm going to start cutting if you guys are okay with that. I agree, Maddie, right? It's just precious. I would never thought that kind of ending. I'm just grateful that she found someone that's going to love her more than she's ever known, and vice versa. Yeah, yeah. I think on the poll, we had a poll on Facebook, and there was names that you guys had. There was Yo-Yo, there was, that's the name that won. Gosh, there were so many good ones. I keep thinking Yo-Yo because we've been talking about yo-yos here in the conversation, because that's the one thing she absolutely loved. She just ran after those yo-yos everywhere. I'd find them in her water dish. She just was yo-yo crazy like we are. Now I got a water mess. Lord, if I only had a brain. Go hang that up. Yeah, so I'm going to grab some trims and start some trims. I do need to do that. It's going, was 8 o'clock already. Anyone have suggestions or requests? Because I love to help out in any way. You guys are so quiet all of a sudden. That or I'm talking way too much. Or that highway kitten story was so sweet. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Now, Candy, I hope I didn't diss you on the quilted bundles. I mean, I do have a lot of them. It's just there's be a lot to open. It's just up to you. If there's a certain one that you know that you like to see with the number on it, I can pull it from the stock off the shelf for you. 9 o'clock, Angie. I'm sorry. I guess I can get on earlier. I just thought this time on a Saturday night, you guys would be sitting down. During the day, I know if I'm busy during the day, so I imagine you guys are too. Yes, thank you, Maddie, for stopping in. Again, guys, don't forget to click on Maddie's name there and subscribe and follow her and hit those notification bells. She has a live coming up, and you guys don't want to miss out. The prices are amazing. Don't forget to do that. I'm going to put this wet towel outside there to dry, and then I'm going to grab some trims. I feel like that's all I ever do is cut things. Bye, Maddie. At least I can get some work, and you guys can kind of see how I cut the trims for the packs, and how I have to look for imperfections and how snippets are born. That's how snippets are born, when there's like the ends of things and dangles and stuff. I know not everyone's for Bohemian, but I figured I have to show some bling tonight before I leave. Right? Let me go grab this, put this over. Okay. Let's get that cutting mat. Move this without dumping my water. All right. Down a cutting mat. For those who know, they call them therapy mats. Does anyone know why they would call those cutting mats a therapy mat? Because I don't find therapy in it whatsoever. Whatsoever. You guys know what I'm talking about? I'll show you the mat. I have one under the desk here. All right, therapy mats. That's what they call them. But I don't find therapy in it whatsoever. Whatsoever. I find, oh no, I gotta cut more things? Really? Seriously? That's all I do. Unless I hire back a few people and have them help me, but I'd rather just do it myself. All right, so cutting mat's there. I'm kind of curious if my camera is going to go crazy once I show you the mat. All right, you guys ready for some cutting? I'm going to move that over. And then I missed any questions before I start cutting like a crazy woman. You guys won't see. Oh, good night, Sue. I'm glad at least you joined. And those who are watching playback, don't forget to click on Unique Fibers Art by Sue and follow her. She makes some beautiful things. She does a lot of posting on Facebook, the things she creates, and she does sell them on Facebook or off of Facebook. Sue, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what you do when you sell. Cut away, cut away, cut away, cut away. All right, you guys can see a moment of my life. Let's hope this camera doesn't go nutsos on these lines. We'll find out, right? How's that look to you guys? And I'm wondering if I cut, it's going to move the table. I normally don't use this table to cut, but I'll try. All right. We got this, guys. Checking messages. Those who are my old followers, does anyone remember Holly? Holly, who used to be our admin. Holly is my daughter. Well, if some people consider stepdaughter, but it's hard for me to call her stepdaughter. It's my husband's daughter, so I say daughter. But she used to be admin, but I'm wondering if she's going to see this live they're in the process of, I guess, looking at a house. I'm shocked. I'm going to see if I can zoom in here on you guys a little bit. So they're looking at a house, which I did not know. Because I asked her if she wanted to join in tonight and help out a little bit. She's the best admin, especially when things get crazy, especially when I did live sales kind of thing. But obviously I'm not doing any live sales. But she was one who helped with the chats. I know Kay helps me out too. But I asked her, she's like, oh, we're out looking at a house. I'm like, what? Is Holly in here? Is she? I don't know. Let me see. I have to ask her. All right. Yeah, I hope she's not getting mad that I'm talking about her looking at a house. It comes with chickens, she said. Oh my gosh. No way. Birds are dirty, girl. But hey, it'd be fun with the 2 grand boys. We have 2 grand boys. Thanks, Kay. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, Candy. She's sweet as peas. I miss her. I miss having her help. But she works now at a school, so she's really super busy all the time. Yeah, so I guess it comes with chickens. I'm gonna tell her I'm talking about her in live. That you guys say hi. It's been a while. Gosh, you guys know it's been years since I've actually done a lot of lives. I did a few last year, but I just haven't been consistent, which I'm looking forward to going back to being consistent. Okay, cutting mat. Does anyone understand why they call it therapy mat? Please tell me. I've always wondered. Those wonder what kind of tools I use. I'm not picky. I mean, I do love these scissors. These here, I get them off of Amazon. I guess I can find a link. Why not? But if you guys want to know where I get these scissors, I'll let you know. I've been through all kinds of scissors. I've been through a lot of scissors. And I've been through titanium ones. I've tried them all. But this here is by Westcott Titanium. I buy them by bulk. If I knew someone who could be able to sharpen scissors for me, I have baskets of them. But between going through beads and sequins and things, I have a tendency to get them dull really quick and easy. Same thing with rotary blades. I have all kinds of rotary cutters. I've tried the 50 mm blades. I think this is the 25. I don't know. Anyway, 60 mm, then whatever. I go for the smaller ones. I seem to like the smaller blade, the size when it rolls. I like how it rolls better than anything. So you have chickens too, Jennifer. It's a lot of work, isn't it? Oh, wow. That's crazy. 10 chickens. It's a lot of cleaning, man. So yeah, so I like this blade. I tried a lot of different ones. I like all kinds of brands. I kind of, whatever's on sale when it comes to them, I'll grab them. Because the holder itself, I go through them a lot. I dump them and I just go buy a new one or buy them in bulk. I go through a lot. I did help pick up blades. Oh, okay. Yeah, I go through blades like crazy. It's crazy. All right. Hopefully this is not too close. Let me know if it's too close or not close enough. So I go through, and I'm wondering if it's too close. I think it is. Let me back it out some. Is that better? I think so. Let me know what you guys think. 1 chicken. Oh, okay. Oh, just for fun? Or just as a pet kind of thing? Yeah, so okay, so these are sari trims. So these are at the bottom of a sari. So you get a sari, and then they always have these beautiful trims at the bottom. So I do put them in the shop with 6-inch packs or 12-inch packs. And right now I'm working on the 6-inch packs. So right now I just kind of do a variety color. I pick out from this basket colors. The basket's quite a mess right now. I'm hoping to, I'm gonna have to just dump it. Let's dump it, because I need to see colors. I wish I would have just organized this to where I had them changed, separated by color. A lot of times I would separate them by color. And you guys often wonder, how do I cut these in bulk? You know, how do I get them cut fast? So what I do is I'll layer them. How's that camera view? Is that good? I can always zoom in a different angle if I need to. I want to make sure you guys see this nice. Move the camera. And let's kind of see what I do. So I try to make a rainbow, because a lot of times everyone wants a rainbow of colors. And I take 5 at a time and I layer them, and then I do my cut. So right now I'm going through scraps. Normally it doesn't take this long to go through scraps. I mean, go through and do these packs, because usually I'll cut and I layer. Here's a blue. And I layer, but this is scraps. Scraps seem to always take longer to get through because who knows what they'll look like. I'll cut the end like this to give me a piece like that, and I put that in a snippet pile because the ends have these little threading. You guys can see that, a little rough thread, and instead of just cutting it along the edge and just waste, I'd rather just cut it a little bit further and then creates a snippet, and I'll throw it in a pile of snippets. And I do snippet packs, 25 packs in the shop. I think those are only $9. Isn't that crazy? But at least there's a nice straight edge. When you get your trim, it's ready for you. No, this is not for an order. I need to stock on the 6-inch trim packs. Here, let me see if I can find a link. I'll send a link in the thread, guys, here for you guys to review it, to see what I'm talking about. That would probably help you, right? Here's the 6-inch trims. I'll copy this and put it in the thread here for you guys to look at it. Here's the 6-inch thread. 6-inch trims here. Here's the link. I think that's the link. Yep, that should be it. I hope. Let me know if that doesn't work, guys. If it doesn't, I'll fix it. Oh, looks like we have Kristen's in the house. Kristen at Rock Paper Treasures, guys. Yeah, to answer your question, no, I'm just going through scraps to create some of these trim packs with my scraps. Who would have thought this is scraps, right? Here's this here. So I'm going to put a little pink in there. And these are not small. I mean, the width of these are pretty wide. This one here is like nearly 5 inches width. I just kind of randomly pull them and I put them on. I'm trying to give a rainbow colors. And I create a 25 pack. So Kristen, if you guys know, she's got an Etsy shop. We've known each other. Matter of fact, Kristen is the one who got me into YouTube years ago. For those who want to know how I started, Kristen shared, she shared a product I had in the shop in her YouTube channel. Remember that, Kristen? And she shared, what did you buy, Kristen? She had bought, I'm trying to think. I need to dump this pile. She had purchased something. Oh my gosh, you guys should see the pile I have on the ground. Oh my god, okay. All right, I love this. This is lovely. I think I bought fabric. I mean, you bought fabric, like a scrap pack. All right, so here's this. If you guys can see that without too bright. Can you guys see that okay? It's very lovely. It's actually very rare to see bohemian to be a cottage chic-y look. It's pretty pale in color, but it's absolutely beautiful. Almost like eyelid or lace, a little pink. Yeah, you bought fabric. And then she shared me on her channel, and I got a lot of followers that way. And then we became friends. And then now I just terrorize her. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I usually stack 5, and then I could do a cut. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, Kristen has a lot of, when you're talking about vintage paper supply, oh my gosh, you guys need to check that out. All right, I think we should throw a little yellow. See how this is a scrap trim? So I guess when I mean scraps, I'm going through pieces that are not so long to where I can make a bunch of packs. Right now, I'm just gonna randomly throw him on there, and there we go. So then I'm gonna cut him in 6 inches. I'm gonna use my scissors. Usually I use a rotary cutter, but I'm gonna use scissors. I could kind of control it better. Probably not. I'll use my rotary. So then I go to 6 inches right here. And I hope I have a good blade. And that is 5. And then I set that down there. This is not how I normally do it. I'm showing you guys the slow way. Because usually I have a large cutting mat and I line them up 5 on top of each, 5 rows. And I take one long stencil and I do one cut, and that's my entire 25 pack. Does that make sense? I guess I can show you how I do that. I'm just showing you the long way, but I guess I can do that. All right, let me get my big stencil. Here he is. So this is the longer stencil. So if I do 5 rows of 5 and one cut gives me my 25 pack, wham, done, which is the easiest way of doing it. But I have all this lighting system, but I'm going to do it anyways. Let's see if we can do it. That is a 5. Let's see if we can do this. I can kind of show you how I do it. I know some people, let me know if this is boring to you guys. I don't want to bore you out of your gourd. This is what I do. I usually put my earbuds in and I rock it. So there, it's 5 already. So we'll add this blue one there. Let's get another 5. Let's see what else we have. There's so many colors. This is cute. This one's got like fringe at the bottom. There's 2. It's a short one. I hope this is not confusing. If this is confusing, let me know. I'm going to show you how to quickly get a 6-pack done. Here we got a little orangey yellow. Here's an orangey yellow. But I have to fill an entire bin tonight of these. Right now my table space is limited to show you guys. All right, this is cute. We haven't done a red yet. I mean, as far as the sparkly red, that is. This is cute sparkly red. What number are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Let's see here. I like this one. This is really pretty. Look at this blue. Isn't that cute? Yeah, a lot of times, like I said, I work night times. I can get so much done because I just put my earbuds in and I just kind of, right now I'm talking and working and I feel like I'm, look at that orange. Is that gorgeous? Here's one. And I'll trim the ends on these guys here in a minute. That's row 3 we're working on. And I'm liking this peachy one. He's cute. Look at this. This one's like, this one here is like embroidered. It's a long piece. Isn't that cute? Oops, backwards. Got embroidered this backwards again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I always keep these stock, guys. The prints are change out all the time, so there's never ever a pack the same. As you can see, I have bins and bins of this. Let's see here. Jennifer says, do you already cut them off something or did they come in that size? No, it's okay, Jennifer. No, so are you guys familiar what a sari is, right? A sari, like a vintage sari. So when I get the vintage sari, let me see if I can find one to show you guys here in a minute. Let me make sure I got 5 in this row really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2. Let me go grab a sari and see if I can show you what I mean. Okay. Here, hopefully this will give you a good example. Oh, hey, Tracy. I didn't know you were in the house. How are you doing? I'm glad you're able to pop in and say hey. I know it's Saturday night and a lot of people are busy. So this is number 10. He's in the shop already. I'm not going to cut him, but I'm going to open him up to show you. He's like a deep green. But so when I get a sari, this one's not the most pretty sari. I mean, unless you think it's pretty, then that's all that matters. But at the bottom of a sari is usually a trim. See here? So then I cut her off and then I dump them in piles, bins. I have bins and bins and bins, and usually I separate them by color. Right now I'm working in a scraps right now. Yes, these are scraps, so don't go crazy on me. You're like, how is that scraps? These are usually like the short ends or things at the end of stock. And so I'm trying to create stock with my scrap ends so I'm not wasting money. And a lot of times these turn into snippet packs at the very end. So yes. Tracy's awesome, guys. Very talented. Again, if you click on her name as well, like I said with the other people, you can follow her and you can see what she does. All right, so 5, 5. We got another row of 5. I have to do 5 rows of 5. And then I take this stencil and I find the 6-inch marker here in a minute. I'm not going to do it until I finish all my rows. And I bring the stencil down, I take the rotary knife, and then I got 25 pack. And I'll explain that as soon as we get there, but right now I'm going to give you an idea why I'm doing what I'm doing, and then you'll see. But usually I do this in fast forward speed. And usually, like I said, I don't do it normally from my scraps, because when I cut the sari trim on the bottom of a sari, they're all about the same length. So when I do these, I don't have to worry about dealing with shortened scraps and then starting over, adding a new piece. You know what I mean? Hope that makes sense. This is like the hardest way to do it. But I'm trying to show you what I'm doing with my scraps. So I'm trying to save and not to start cutting new saris. I should just use my scraps first to create packs. And then you guys can see some of the product that's in the pack that I do create. It'll make sense when I get there, but right now I need to finish the 5 rows. Right now we're in row 2's done, so we need 3 more rows. Let's pick out some colors. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, this is a darling pink, but I don't think we will show her yet in that row. Let's go ahead and find it. So I try to make them with a variety, so they're not the same. All right, let's do something different. Let's do like this yellow in this pile. I'm very picky, can you guys tell? I try to make sure when you get a rainbow of colors, you're gonna get a rainbow of colors. I just don't want to throw colors on there, because I want to, when you get your pack, that the product is filled with color. All right, then I'm gonna top it with this pink. Look at this pretty thing. Isn't she pretty? Isn't she lovely? She's pretty to me. I love pink. All right, I love pink, the singer as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1 more for row 4, row 3. All right, this pile is big here. I wish I could show you. Here, let's throw this guy on top. This works. He's a pretty red, and paisleys. Yes, this is a perfect time as you guys watch me do this. Make sure to click on each other's names, because a lot of you guys are YouTubers, Etsy shop owners. Again, you guys can see how the ends, I don't cut them all off until I start. And I'll show you in a minute how I create a snippet pack. Because think, if I'm already making 5 rows of 5, which is going to give me a 25 pack, right? And the snippet packs that I have in the shop are a 25 pack. So the very first beginning of my first cuts are going to be a snippet pack, already done, complete, because I want to make sure the beginning of my trims are going to be straight cuts. And a lot of these are, the edges are kind of rough, or they're trimmed out, not even. Because then when you get your 6-inch packs from the shop, I want to make sure they're even and cut straight. So I'm picky. Sorry, guys, we have a handful more rows here to go. All right, let's go ahead and throw this pretty lovely color, a mauvey pink. That's one. Oof. Wow, we just see this yellow. This is crazy yellow. Ooh, it's so crazy. The camera's gone nuts. Look at that yellow. 2. Yeah, the camera's gonna go crazy. I have to add something solid to this pile, because the camera's gonna go so crazy. I knew this was gonna happen. I must be careful. I have to throw something solid here. See if I can find something solid, so the camera doesn't go crazy on us. All right, 2. That's a lot of bling, guys, right? 1, 2. All right, look at this blue. Wow, this is called bold blue. Look at that. Here's 3. 2 more, and I got 1 more row. I think I'm going to add a little brown. Let's see, what do I got here? Ooh, we got a mauvey purple. Let's try that. It's like a mauvey purple, or what do you call that? Burgundy-ish. The end here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. This is pretty. Look at this. This one's got like a netting. This is really pretty. It almost reminds me of grapes. You guys can see that. It's got a little netting. There's 5. We got one more row of 5, and then we can start cutting the packs. I think I'm going to go with a pale blue. A lot of laying, guys, right? There's 1. Need 4 more. Here's a brown that I like. 2. Almost there, guys. This is a pretty yellow. Look at this. 3. 2 more. What color do I want? Here's, ooh, this is pretty. It's not white and it's not peach. It's almost like a peachy. And the thing with this sparkle, it always sticks together too, so I'm constantly moving and shifting. All right, lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more. All right, and then we can start cutting. Ooh, look at you. You're pretty. All right, you're pretty. It's backwards. So it's got some stones in it too. That's pretty. All right, so there's 5. So there we go. We got 25 trims. I know this is kind of, hope if I move this, it's not going to go crazy. Let's see. Yep, see, I'm going to leave him here. Isn't it amazing how a camera does that? Okay, so I take my stencil, and on here I have measuring marks, and I'm looking for the 6. So I started on the 6, and I ended on a 6. And I take my rotary cutter, like that, and then I hold that stencil down. I'm going to cut straight up, and wait till you see it. Hang on. I didn't cut the snippets off of this, whatever. So I guess this pack, someone's getting extra. I wasn't paying attention. So then now I pick what I want my topper to look like. I like that red. It's really pretty. So I gather that whole entire row I just cut. And right there is a 25 pack ready to go. Cool, right? It seems simple to me, I guess. I hope it's made some sense to you. So then all I do, let me get my packaging. Let me get my packaging thing. Hang on 1 second. I'll grab some bags. My bag part is over there, far, far away. I wasn't thinking. There it is. I found it. So then I have this cute little cart. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know. It's like this little basket. It's got a little handle. And then I have large baggies, and I have the small baggies. And I just need the small ones right now. And I put it on the table. And I take the baggie, like so. I put her in, and I don't seal it up until they're all packaged. And there's 1 pack of 25 ready to go. And I have a basket I normally keep, and I put them in there, and I seal them later. So that was 6, so now I need to go on the 12 marker, like this. And I gotta remember these are scraps, and I gotta put a new piece here eventually. Okay, here's the next row. I'm gonna make that yellow topper. And there's a 25 pack. And I do that like for hours with all the orders that I have. And right now, this is going to package them in my shop because I'm running low on the 6 inches. So then I'll seal those up in a little bit. So now we need to go to the number 18 marker because we're going by 6s, right? 6, 12, 18, 24. And that is how I do my, let's make this blue topper, my 6-inch trim packs. that ready to go. The caddy, believe it or not, let's see if I can unzoom here. Let me get my little thing. Now the caddy, I don't know. You know, knowing me, I probably got this caddy from a resale shop is what I'm thinking. Let me see if I can zoom out some here. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Yeah, the caddy, here it is. Hopefully you guys can see it maybe a little better. I probably got it from a resale shop. I went down it and see if there's a sticker. Nope, a resale shop, I think. I don't know, isn't it cute? I seen it and I absolutely loved it. I originally got it for my husband. And then he's like, I don't need that in my workshop. I'm like, fine, I'll take it. It's really cute. So I just take the handle right here and I go from station to station wherever I'm at. So normally I don't seal these until the end because peel and seal is not fun. You get these little peel sticky thingies. I'm going to show you what I mean here. So I got my packages here. This is probably the part I don't like doing. So I keep them unsealed until I get them in a pile. Well, originally this is how I normally do it. I'll show you. I might as well just show you how I do it. I have these baskets. I have a bunch of these baskets. So when I get a package, I don't seal it. I just set it in the basket like this. And I line them up and I seal them at the end. Because sealing these take frickin' forever. And I'm going to show you why. So they got this little peel thing. I have a method. So I just rip. He's done. I take them out front. I take the next one, same thing. It is hard finding that little seal. The thing is frustrating and tough. He's done. We'll go to the next one. Peel, and you notice I have them all still in my hand, and I have a whole handful of them. Otherwise, these things stick to you everywhere. So if I can do that and have them all collected in my hand, it's only like one drop into the garbage can instead of being like trying to get it off me. Like it sticks to me and everything else. So, and then that's how they start. So I just kind of line them up like there, like so. And we'll just keep adding more. Let's go to the next one. Now you guys kind of have an idea what I do. And that's just for 6 inches. For those who see whatever other things I have in my shop, looks like we need to add a new one because he is the end. We need to add a new one. I do all kinds of other products. So this is just one of many, but I do need to stock them. So I need to add him to the end of this. And like I said, normally scraps take longer because they're not exactly the length I want them, and it's kind of like patchwork. So look at number 24 is where we need to cut next. So I make sure all these are on the 18 marker before I do, because we don't want to short anyone on length. Last thing I want is a customer to be going, my thing was only 5 inches and not 6 inches. Well, I want to make sure that's good. All right, so we're going to get 24 marker. And I got the next row. Like I said, I have a cutting mat over there that's the entire size of a table, and it's a lot easier than what I'm showing you right now. But at least I can give you an idea of how I do these really quick. Patty's still here. Thank you, Patty, for hanging out. Again, I won't seal that thing to the very end. It's miserable. So now you guys know that I'm going to move this so that I can keep cutting, because this is a small cutting mat. I feel so spoiled having my table size one. This here, it's like so small. All right, let's roll that down. Because the table size, I don't have to move or readjust. It all lays out flat, and I don't have to constantly remove and readjust. And then I have these camera lighting and all this stuff is in the way. So that means I have to redo all this. I don't want to. This is miserable. This is what not to do. What not to do. Yeah. Yeah. So normally I have this whole table is one cutting mat. So when I lay these trims out, it is doesn't move, doesn't shift. I just go package, package, package. So I could talk with you guys and you can see me instead of this bling. Unless you rather see the bling, that's fine. I need to readjust this. And then what time is it? Jeez, I'm on here longer than an hour. I'm always here longer than I should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'll be on a little bit longer. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Have any questions before I leave? Because I'll probably be doing this until, well, not live. I'll be doing this cutting to about midnight 1. So I can make sure all these things are packaged in the shop. So come Monday, when orders ship out, I have fresh stock ready to go. And this is just the trims. I have to do this with everything else. Right now, I know these trims are short. Low in stock. So I do need to, this is miserable. It's a lot easier not doing it live, I'll tell you that. I could get my whole table like it's supposed to be. And not to do this. This reminds me of the good old days when I first started doing this and I didn't know how to do it. This reminds me of how I started. I'm like, I had to learn the easier and easier logic as time went on. And this is not good. Oh, Lordy. I might as well just stop there. Redoing this over and over is just called crazy, right? Oh, thanks. No, this is just what I do daily. This is nothing new in the shop. This is something that's always been there. This is just scrap bins, and this is what I need to go through. Because otherwise, I can keep buying product and buying product, and then I have all these bins and bins of scraps. I'm not losing money because I made money on everything I did sell, but all that scrap, I can make money off of it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm being wise and making sure I know how's that scrap, but it is for me when it comes to product. But I'd rather make sure I take that scrap so it's not building up and make sure I cut it and stock it. So I'm not wasting money. Because it is easy, because time is money, right? You look at me doing this, you're like, dear God, that takes forever. Yeah, it does. It does. But that I do it so then I can save that money from the scrap end of things. So, and it's worth it in the end. And a lot of times, sometimes I'll get frustrated and I see this, I'll just cut this all into snippet packs. It's like, why am I messing with this? I'll just cut 1, 2-inch or wider pieces and stack them through, and I got a 25 variety ready to go. That's quick and easy because those snippet packs, they're what, $10, and one little swipe here is $10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You know what I mean? Like this here, I should just make the snippet packs because it's already frustrating me, right? Oh, Lord. Deal with that later. Yes, I'd rather be sewing, Patty. So, but this has to be done. I have to do this. This is what I do. A lot of times my weekends, I get more work done on the weekends than I do weekdays. And then by this time, my husband, he's in bed. My husband usually goes to bed around 7. It's like party time over here because I'll stay up. I'm a night owl. I'll stay up and I jam it because that means I don't have to be pulled in so many different directions. Yeah, I have plenty. I've already got 5 going there, Jennifer. Yeah, just message me. They're all beautiful, aren't they? And this is just one pack. Like here, good example. I just made a mess on my ground. I'll show you here. Here. So like I said, so I have these. That rolly cart there, I can fit 4 of these in there on top of that rack. Here, I guess I can show you. Let me first show you this floor mess I just did. I dumped it all on the ground. What not to do. Here you go. See if I can show you. So, Lord have mercy. So this bin, I just dumped all this on the ground to dig through it. And it just made this super duper mess on my floor. Oh, Lord. Sparkles everywhere. Yeah, so normally the cart that has my tea, here we go, without dumping my tea kettle, right? So this cart here wheels around the entire room. This is the cart I use. And then these baskets all line up like that. I can do 3. And so when I'm doing that lineup, they're ready to go. I just got to get my other baskets over there. I got a mess going on in this place. And I just kind of line them up as I go and I get the product. Just cut, package, put on there, and it's ready to go. Usually when I do this, I can get this done in 10 minutes. But I'm trying to show you live with scraps, and it made it a little harder than it really normally is. Like I said, I have a feeling it's going to be snippets. Yeah, I'll do maybe a few more trim packs, and then it's much more fun if I just take the saris and cut them and have them ready, the trims, 25 trims ready to go. They're all the same size. Okay, sounds like a plan, Jennifer. Oh, thanks, Tracy. What are you going to be doing? Now, Tracy has this awesome art, guys, of creating videos. I wish I can do better at video content. I mean, I enjoy doing them. I enjoy doing the social media videos, but it does take time. It's like an art in itself, creating social media content videos, and that's a bless your heart, Tracy. She's good at it though. And it's important because when you see that beautiful thing she's doing, it's like, I gotta have it. So guys, don't forget to click on Tracy's name and follow her. It's really cool. She's got an art. What's that, Jennifer? You said you're selling. Yeah, I know. I think it's in my blood. I don't mean to sell as I'm showing something, but it's I grew up from a family that's all they did were salespeople. I mean, buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, refurbish, buy and sell. I think it's just in my blood. I mean, does anyone know what Shipshawana is? Has anyone ever heard of the Shipshawana markets? Antique dealers and, auctions and stuff. My parents, that's what they did. So it's like I think it's just in my blood. What I do, I'm big about, I got to be busy, I guess. It's now I don't think it's all about just selling. I mean, selling is just the bonus, but now it's just I've created this shop for the past 12 years that it's just my life. It's like this is what I do. Refigure these piles over and over, and I cut things over and over. It's just what I do. I have to recount these piles. Lord, this is like a disaster, but I'll figure it out patiently. It's got to breathe and keep going. So, oh, Sunbonnet Sue, awesome. Are you looking for more Sunbonnet Sue quilt blacks, Jennifer? I mean Tracy, because I was going to put them in the shop, but those when I do kits or packs in the shop, I want 20, 30, 40 or more of them. I have a bunch of quilt blocks sets that I just started, but I don't have enough to make that much. And I have them in the bags ready to go. Tracy, if you're looking for them and you're looking to purchase more, let me know. I can work with you on it. I just don't have enough to create a pack. And if anyone else here is looking for, I guess I can grab that. If anyone's interested, I have it right out in the hallway, actually. I was just looking at it today. I can grab the ones I have and some of the quilt blocks I put in with it. And these are just quilt top blocks. They're not quilted. They're just the quilt block, unquilted. But I can show them if anyone's interested. I don't list it unless I have a mass quantity. I want everyone to at least get something, and not, I guess I need to stop thinking that way, but if it's not enough, I don't want to put it in the shop. That makes sense. I want everyone to get a piece of something. It is in my blood, Jennifer. Yes. Don't get me started. If you ask me to start taking stuff from the shelf, I would totally start selling you something. Like Candy says, I'm like Vanna. Oh, hey, hon. All right, it's nice to see that you're here. It's been a while since I've been live, so if you just tell me your name, one pink bear, to say your name, and then I know like next time who you are, because I want to properly say your name, but I'm like, who are you? But I probably know who you are. The name doesn't seem to pop up. Yes, this is what I do all day. Sometimes Yes, it gets tiring. I guess I can show you my piles that I have to do tonight. Is anyone interested? I'll get through them tonight. But I have wheeled in the bins that need to be cut today. I have the silk bins. I have the new silk that just came in. I have snippets are low, the lace snippets that I need to cut. I have a lot of scraps that I need to cut into packs. So I can show you that if you want me to before I leave. No, you have a lot of feed sack. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're totally cute. I didn't know if anyone else. Oh, it's Renee. Well, hi. Why, Renee? Do I not know that name? Did you change your name in your YouTube? If it's the same Renee, I'm thinking. Is that then Renee, is that it again? You know, like Renee. Cute Renee. She's got, I thought I have energy. Renee has energy. I think I've met my match with Renee. No. Okay. It's you. Okay. All right. I figured. I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure. It's good to see you. If you guys want to see what she's doing, she's killing it when it comes to vintage lots. She doesn't sell it on, I don't think she sells it on Etsy. I think she sells certain things on Etsy, but when she does her YouTube vintage lots, she does it through, let me think here. She makes PayPal invoices, I think, right? Which is smart. I wish I could do that or have the time to do that. I used to do that when I did my live sales. Maybe one day again, I'll do that again. But right now, I got to cut snippets, man, or 6-inch packs or do lace snippets. I got to stock the shop. Things have changed over the years. Before, I just didn't have to keep things stocked. I think things changed for me when, I mean, it's nice keeping an eye in stock for my buyers, but I used to not do that before. I don't know if Kay, all of them know, when I had product, I had it, and then when it was gone, it was gone. The past 5 or so years, I start keeping stock, which is nice. But then it's the downside of that as a business person is that I have to constantly keep that inventory in. I have to constantly cut it, constantly pack it, constantly get it, order it overseas, what have you. And that probably takes more of my time and effort than like the good old days where like Renee or those who do live sales, when they get something, it's that only item and then it's gone. I've been the last 5 years in the business with keeping things stocked to, if you want to come back for more, it's there for you. And it's different. I love it, but then there's a downside to it too. You don't have time to do those things you used to do, like live sales and such. It's me. All right, Renee, I'm glad you're here. Maybe one day you and I can do a live together. I think our energy together, we would definitely blow the house. That girl's got energy. Oh, Lord. Yes, I agree. Oh, wait. I have this blinding light, and I'm just now, Rachel, just seeing your comment. Rachel's super cute. Rachel here, if you guys click on her name, is also a fellow journaler, and she used to do a lot of live selling and do a lot of posting, but she works in being, I don't think a teacher, she works in the school system, and she's super busy. Just like Renee. Renee, you and Rachel both are school people, so but it takes a lot of their energy, and I don't know how you guys do it when you do sell things, how you have the time to do it, because doing what I do is a full-time business. There's just full-time to the point where it takes from your home and life to, I don't get to get away from it. I mean, I can shut the door and go to my home, right, just right across the way, but it's still here. I don't get an off button. Yes. How have you been? Oh, you're a different Renee. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Why don't you message me on Etsy? Then I'm like, I'll know who you are. I'm trying to put my mind to your YouTube name. Renee. Okay. But I'm thinking of a different Renee. Okay. Who's the other Renee? You know who I'm talking about. We could probably post her link there. She's got high energy. This Renee's like, I'm not that Renee. All right. I think I fixed my piles. I think I did. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Lord, 4, 5. Yeah. So tonight's gonna be a long night. I usually put on my playlist like I'm super big lately because usually when I do my cutting, this is going to sound super strange to a lot of people. I like all genre when it comes to music, but when it comes to work, I actually listen to piano, classical, orchestra. I like no singers, just musicians. And it's just something about the tunes and the melodies shuts my brain and I become like a workhorse. I'm like super focused. Like if we had music on right now that is orchestra or piano, I'll be like, I wouldn't be talking so much. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Yeah. Yeah, scraps are not my favorite thing to work with. It's just a lot of tedious work. But I do it. It has to be done. It's like doing dishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so those piles are even now. What did I miss? No, okay. Renee. I'm sure someone knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, Jennifer, you've been in one of her lives, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. She's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me. I used to back in the day know all the names and I had the links ready and I can submit it here. But Renee, come on now. Some of my Kristen, my favorite treasures. Are you lurking? I bet you're lurking. If you're lurking and you're listening to me, you know the Renee I'm talking about. Please help me out here. Yes, she's super cool too. All right, so there's a pack. Wow, ta-da. 6. Oh, so I was saying too, so I'll listen to classical, but I also like, I've been on this real big kick of listening to Judge Mathis. Yeah, cases, like the cheesy court cases. Dun dun dun. I mean, like I've watched her nonstop the last couple of days. I probably watched every one of her cases. Oh, here's my baby. I've watched probably every one, and then I'm on the second time around. I mean, hey, when it comes to legal matters, I think I'm a pro now. I think I need to change it up and start listening to audiobooks. Oh my gosh. But that woman, I love her energy. I love the power and control she has and how she can just orchestrate the courtroom. And she could, just like Judge Judy, which I try to enjoy Judge Judy. I like the older Judge Judy's videos, but I'm not a huge fan of the newer ones. So Judge Mathis, though, she's a firecracker, but she just, I don't know. I enjoy it. The things that entertain me, simple things. Am I the only one? True crime, yes. Oh, court TV. Oh, is anyone watching any court TV lately? Oh my God. Anyone watched the Lori Vallow court? Oh my gosh. I watched every one of the court hearings she's had from all those. I don't know what fascinates me, but I just don't understand a person to do those things. Mental illness, I don't know what it is, but I guess it just listening just in shock, I think, more than anything that's happened. True crime junkie here, yes. Hey, I know you are. I when it comes to court cases or just, I mean, I don't want to talk about the justice system, but it's a subject it's so not fun to talk about. But I do like to hear, stories about people's lives that it's I guess, maybe trying to understand, but never understanding, if that makes any sense. But the Lori Vallow one, court case, I just couldn't, court cases, I should say, there's so many of them. The Crystal Rogers case. Why is that not ringing a bell? Can you enlighten me? Is it an older case or is it a newer one? Because the last one I've watched was the Lori Vallow one. I've been watching little bits about the school shooting in Florida one. I've seen little bits of it. I don't remember the name of it. I watched a little bit of the documentary the other day. My husband was watching some TV in the kitchen in the morning. I'm not a morning TV person. I need silence in the morning and coffee. Silence and coffee. I just can't do it, you know. I'm loud and full of energy all day, but the mornings, I'm sleeping. But he was listening to some case, and I'm just stuck in the living room listening. And so it was about that Florida shooting, that young man who, anyways, I want to go to, I know on YouTube I like to watch court TV. I'm going to see if I can find the court case for that entire thing and start it from the beginning and to see it. But just seeing bits of it, I was just shocked. The whole process has happened for many reasons. So let's see if I'm missing anything. Yes, coffee for sure. Crystal Rogers. Now I'm going to be, after you guys get off, I'm going to go look up Crystal Rogers and see what I've not, maybe I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell to me. Yeah. Yes, I agree. The Lori Vallow one. Has anyone else other than Kay and I seen it? I mean, or watched the entire thing? I mean, unbelievable. I've never seen nothing like it. Just unbelievable. All right. Well, at least we're almost getting done with these scraps. I can bring it down to show you guys. I feel like I'm robbing you guys a little bit. So look at it. So just talking that little bits. I've almost got those scraps done. Looking for the 24 marker. And I don't think it's fully there. Yep, we gotta snip it. This is not going to be a complete pack. So it's not a complete pack. I put it to the side to fill packs that need to be filled that are not complete packs. That's a snippet. And so this is how a lot of times snippets are born. If they're not exactly 6 inches, they become a snippet. So, and it's a pretty good size snippet, you know. Snippets usually are much smaller than that, but they're beautiful pieces, right? So I just collect them and then they go into snippet packs. So this pack is going to be to piece up other packs. Maybe a snippet, and it's a large snippet, but he's not 6 inches. So I just throw in a snippet pile. So my snippets are not the typical snippets. They're kind of rather large. All right. All right, I'm hoping not boring you guys way too much. And this is what I do. All day, every day. Here you guys see. Just our simple talk. I filled this many, which is not a whole lot. Usually I can fill a good bin in an hour. I can fill one of those big plastic bins ready to go. But here's this. This is just to prop them up for you guys. But that is just the one pack. And so I take this, and usually this rack is a wheelie cart, and I just wheel it on in there, and then I grab one of those bins and I bring it out like yay. And then I bring it over to the table and I fill it up. If that makes sense. I know. Yes, I think the products of fabrics of India are just absolutely stunning. I mean, and then we got scraps left over, and there's another snippet. Scrap. And we'll deal with that into the scrap pile. And I just throw in a scrap pile and grab new ones, and then that's how they rotate. They rotate. At least I get through it. I think I need to hire someone to just do scraps, go through the scraps and cut them into packs, and then have them do that while I'm doing something different, because it does take a lot of my time. And let's see, out of that whole thing, we have some snippets, and then I just keep piling that up until we get a bunch more. There's more. That was 6 inches there. Yeah. So then again, like I said, usually this is a small mat I'm working on. Usually my table, I use the whole table. You know, I don't have all these lights and cameras set up that's in the way. This table is empty. and I don't have nothing in my way. That's what the rolly cart's for, because if there's anything else other than the product I'm cutting, it will wheel around that table so that it's not in the way of my cutting mat and the product on the table. Yeah. So now I'm all itchy nose because of the sparkles and the glitter. Thank you, Jennifer. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the live. Is there anything you guys want to talk about or see or before I leave? I really just wanted to jump on the chat, tell you what's going on now that the lives and the cameras are all set up. Now my nose is itchy. And pretty much that's it. I'm going to be jamming and working here when I get off this live with you guys. Oh, I guess I should read chats. And if you guys are okay with it, watch. You guys are going to see a difference when I turn this camera light off. Watch, you ready? Look how much darker. Well, not too bad. Let's see the difference. Whew. Much brighter. But I'm going to turn it off so I can see. I can see now. And I can read what you guys are saying. Yeah, Jennifer, you're right. It's crazy. That whole case, it's just, wow. I'm going to look up the other one and check it out for sure. Yeah, Patty, you're leaving too. I think I'm going to be going too, guys. I'm just rambling now. And I'm just going to, after I get off live with you guys, I'm going to put my earbuds in and then just listen to my classical music or find that other cold case, or not cold case, but crime case that you guys talked about earlier. I'm going to look that one up and see what I can have to get my mind going. And I'll be working to midnight 1. It is 9 o'clock, on 9 o'clock my time. And this is how we do it. Bye, Kristen. I asked Kristen before I got on live, I'm like, any suggestions what to talk about? I was just clueless. Like, I mean, I got a lot of stuff to show, but yeah. So guys, thank you guys for joining live. My next goal is to do the slow stitching with Kathy Cowell, and I hope you guys can join in on that. I am going to, before that live hits, to create some kind of slow stitch bundle that's very inexpensive, that if you don't have the product to be part of or part along this whole slow stitching video journey, I'll have it available for you. Something that's, like I said, very inexpensive, with a cool little white box with all the little doodads and all the vintage things to do that. And then I'm going to create as well. So I'm just excited to see Kathy and anyone else who wants to also be part of that live and show what they do as far as slow stitching, or just even patchwork. Like Sue does a lot of patchwork and stuff. But it'd be nice to have someone else to pop on, and I can rotate you guys, and you guys can show what you do and create at the same time. I know I'd be interested in that. So, all right, Kristen, that includes you. She's like, I'm not slow stitching. Yes, Jennifer, I kind of gotcha. Good night, Candy. Hey, Kristen, I'm not sure if you've seen Candy who's in the house. You didn't say hey to Candy or not. I wasn't sure if you knew she was here. All right, guys, you guys have a lovely night. Thanks for joining me, and you can see what I do and all that good stuff. All right, guys, you guys have a lovely night. 9 o'clock. Where's the time going? Bye, guys. Until next time.